Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you this really nice, youthful, glowy look and give you 10 tips on how you can really anti-age your face with makeup rather than making yourself feel a little bit older once it's on. So we're going to jump in. I did muck up the tips. I think I got them out of order, but I will in the description place them from tip 1 to tip 10 so you can follow along. I also mentioned that I do have an online course that I have created and it has step-by-step modules that are actually in real time. So right, slow down, step-by-step on how I do each step, and it has separate modules so you can go in and do look 1 of the eyes, look 2, or you could learn about contouring and you can just jump into each of these steps at your own pace. And the course also includes a one-on-one Zoom with me that we can schedule in so that we can see where you're at and if you are, going through the course well, and I can help give you a few ideas how you're going with your makeup. But anyway, let's jump into this makeup tutorial. Let me know what you think. Step 1, it is really important to prep your skin. So what I'm using now is the micellar water. This one is by Garnier, so you can use any micellar water and just really make sure your skin is nice and clean before you begin. Helps wipe off any residual oil, any makeup that is left over. Then you want to go in and prep the skin with a really nice moisturizing, hydrating moisturizer. This one is by Sonsie and it's from the Pamela Anderson range. Then I'm using the eye cream by Youngblood. This one is Eye Impact Cream and it's really nice and refreshing up under the eyes and over the eyes. I also placed a little bit residual on my lips there as well. And just press that in with your fingers. Then I thought I'd take a little break so that you really allow these products to settle in before you go into the next product. The next product I'm using to prepare my skin is the Glowy Skin. Now this one is by Go-To Skin and this is the primer and this is the Very Glowy. I don't normally use this one, but this gives you a really nice hydrating, illuminating look. It is packed with hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5. For the foundation, this is step 2. So now keep your foundation minimal. See, I'm placing it just in the middle of the face and then I'm going to work it out towards the edges. So just using a little bit at a time. Less is definitely more when it comes to foundation. This particular foundation is by Dr. Jart and it is actually a BB Beauty Balm and it has an SPF of 40. So it's quite good because it's also got your sun protection as well. The brush that I'm using is one of the BK Beauty brushes. This is the 109 and is my absolute favorite brush. They do a 101 which is slightly larger, but I like this to get into all those little areas around the nose, around the mouth, and just up under the eyes there as well. I've also placed the foundation over the eyelids as a prep for that too, just so that we're not creating too many steps here. And just working it into the skin so it just looks super, super natural. And again, nice and glowy. So starting off with all the creamy products first, just to keep the skin looking like skin. My huge motto is definitely less is more. Now, if you like my videos and you'd like to learn from me, I do have an online course that I have created and it comes with a free one-on-one Zoom. So please hit me up if you're interested. Now, back to the makeup. We're going to use, this is like I'm showing you here, the number 3. So this is how I contour by doing a 3. So depending on your face shape is depending on where you place this 3. In my course, I go into quite detail with this. So I'm just showing you where I'm going to shape the face on this side, and then I'll go in and do the other side. This is the Merit Contour Stick. I like the Merit Beauty products. This one is called Scene. So it's just a nice warm shade. So one of the mistakes we do when we get more mature, become more mature, is we tend to go too light with our foundation. So this will help warm up any foundation. So if you do feel your foundations are a little light, go in with a contour and just warm up the face, frame the face, and this will take years off you. So same, I'm just using the same brush, the 109 by BK Beauty. I have these linked in as well. I'll make sure I pop that in the description. So just placing it nice and high. Now the contour is placed high, so that creates lift. Now I'm going to use this contour and I'm going to place it right into the eyeline here. Now this is another way that you can really lift the eyes. So as you can see, it's quite high. So by doing this, we're actually lifting up that crease of the eye and we're creating the illusion that my eyes are more lifted and a little less hooded on the outer corner. And I'm just using another one of the BK Beauty brushes. This is from the Angie Hot and Flashy range, and I'll make sure I mention it in the description. I can't remember what number it is. So I just added a little bit here and there, just really making sure I work it right up to create that lift. I didn't use that product I just showed you. I decided to go back to a different concealer, which is this one here. So now this will be step number 3. So with your concealer, what we want to do is place it in these points to create lift and light and brighten. So less is more when it comes to this product. I really feel with the concealer, you don't need to do that big triangle under the eyes anymore. That just creates more product, which means there's more reason, more product to sit into your fine lines and wrinkles. So here I've placed it strategically on the face, and I'm just using a little fluffy brush to blend that out, and this will create that, again, that illusion of a bit of lift to the face and highlighting and brightening these areas up just a touch. So just being really, really gentle up under the eyes there and just sweeping it out, creating some lift. So again, just a few simple products can really be all you need to create a nice, easy day look and just really anti-age your face a little bit without any procedures. So up under the contour there, that really helps to sort of snatch in the face and really enhance that. I'm going back in with the original brush that I used before, and this will just blend those products together. It's really nice to not see where these products stop and start. When you're placing your blush, you need to place it high on the cheeks. I'm just showing you the 2-finger rule there. Same brush, and I'm just placing it nice and high. Again, this creates the illusion of lift. So that was step number 5. I think I've really muddled up my steps, but there is actually 10 here. This is step 6. What I'm using is the same contour shadow that I'm going to use on my face, and I'm just placing it exactly where we placed that contour through the eyes earlier. This just will further enhance the lift in these eyes and just really help those eyes look a little less hooded. Using the same contour just to set that contour as well, but only a little bit. Again, less is more. My setting powder did break, so I'm just using a little brush and I'm just going over the mobile lid there. This is because there's no powder products there. We've just used the foundation, so I just want to make sure I get rid of any excess oils. Our eyelids are quite oily, so really important that we get rid of any excess oils so you don't get those creases in your eyelids. Step number 7 is to line your lips, but don't line it heavy. I feel if you line it quite heavy, it can actually age the face. So do your liner, but then make sure you diffuse it so that you can't really see where that line is. Just make sure it's nice and soft. Step number 8 is an eyeliner. So use an eyeliner. Black tends to be quite harsh. If you're going out at night, not a worry. But during the day, I would definitely go for a brown or another color, something that is a little more forgiving. And lining up on the tight line will actually help give you a little bit more definition. Today with the mascara, this is step 9. I've gone for a blue. This is a gorgeous navy blue, just for something a little bit different. This mascara is by Prime Promedics. They are fast becoming my favorite mascaras. I love their range of colors. So just really sweeping that through the lashes and keeping it nice and simple. So once again, if you do want to learn from me, I have an online course where it has step-by-step modules and they're not sped up, so really easy for you to learn from. Now, last but not least is a flush of blush over the cheeks, and then I really like to take a little bit of that on a fluffy brush and sweep it through the eye socket. This really helps to create a little bit of softness through there and cohesiveness with the makeup look. Okay, so that was my 10 anti-aging makeup tips. I hope you liked them. I hope they have helped you to create your own makeup look that isn't going to age you so much with makeup. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Pop them down below, and I'll see you in the next video.